you, but it's for me. Bossy.
Playoff football has come to the west coast of Florida, and we are at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. They go play action here on first down. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. First carry here for Ken Walker. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Now a play fake here on first down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Switch. Check three.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
What an advantage having a elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And his kick is right there. It's good. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
Takes it at the 7. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward. And he is going to lose yardage here. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
And let's see, the Bucs with 6 DBs, so a dime set here on third down. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football. And that was one I kind of saw coming, Charles. You had a free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting. And he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means the free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he did there.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First carry for Nick Chubb. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Trayvon Diggs getting the tackle. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He'll get this off to ETN. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down.
No.
Hey, go Fury. Yellow, go.
Watch twins. Check 26, check 26. Check, cross.
Ready.
On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he'll be taken down shy of the 25 that he needed. He'll be a yard or two short. A good gain there on 3rd and 8 of 7 yards. And now a decision here on 4th and 1.
Okay, didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready. 60 red. 60 red.
Check three. Check.
Ultra.
They'll run for it. Chubb. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
Switch it. Check 13. Check.
Smack.
Undercross.
Walker now on 1st and 10. He'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Check Fury. Ready.
Again, it's Walker. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On the double.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Here's Chubb on the read option. And they'll get to him short of the first down at about the 16. He's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
They'll run for it. It's Walker. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the first down.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 9, 2nd and 5.
Shift! Watch the shift! SOS.
Hey, check mega.
SOS. 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 Check 43. Kill. Check safety.
Ready to go.
A give running right is Chubb, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Walker. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. And now the Tampa Bay field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Eagles defense able to hold.
Well, the element of surprise was there. All right, there's no doubt about it. For us, maybe. But not for the guys on defense. An incomplete pass on the fake field goal attempt.
I guess, though, if you're trying to pick up the first in that spot, why not let your QB throw the ball, right?
Thinking that might be...
And this throw will be intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Slam. Check 3. Kill. He's coming. Double up.
To the right side, this is Walker. And some room to maneuver. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 44 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Eluding the pressure right. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
Hey, watch it. Check 50.
Go.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find it.
And now off to the races down the right side. The 30, 10, touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there, 98 yards. And the Eagles Eagles have taken the lead here in this NFC Championship game. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as it... sails over the end line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
You got tight right there. Watch the safety creep. Check 37.
They'll send the tight end in motion left.
29 is a mic.
On the counter, it's Walker. And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not at all.
Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
Are you ready? 10 flat. 10 cycles. 6 mega.
48 month. It's going to be a long day.
Ready.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Throw out wide to Walker. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Ready, break.
Mike 29. I got
Slice move.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great play there. 52 yards. And the Buccaneers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. On first down, Justin Herbert. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And he's got his big tight end here. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Back to throw here, Herbert. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. On the option, here's Herbert. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Devin White coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. So not only do they get the fumble recovery on the punt, but now look at this field position. He almost took it the distance.
And the ability to not just make the play, but turn it into something big, that's what coaches harp on all the time. How do we create big plays that'll change the game? And that may have been one that just did.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Bass is good, and that will knot us up at 10. So they're able to make things level just before half and also leave very, very little time on the clock.
And I love the way that you phrased that. Brought a little soccer into it, and that's really apropos considering they just kicked a field goal to tie things up.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. Takes it at the 7. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is. And doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs the year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 38-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Finding Waddle crossing the field and bringing it in. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 23. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Here's Herbert. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Bucs are going to have it here at their own 15. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
29 is Mike 29. We want this. Check.
Steal. Check steal.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Jumper.
Ultra. Go ultra.
Check 31. He's crashing.
Ready, go.
They'll try for the first with Walker. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Walker with another carry. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. He'll drop to throw. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
29 is
Yellow.
Back to throw. Looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick 6 TD. Well, this secondary just continues to be a force. Multiple interceptions in this game, and now the pick six.
And the thing about it is once you get an interception as a unit, you think to yourself, okay, we got that. How do we increase it the next time? Get the interception, do a little more damage, and there's your outcome right there. Take it to the house and break down what they're trying to do offensively.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes it a 17-10 score. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
2nd and 6. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
It's a gain of 3 on what will be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. is no good. And this will remain a one-touchdown game. That one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a one-score game. Had he hit that, it would have been 2 scores. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They need a touchdown to tie it. Of course, they know full well they won't have too many more possessions, if any, in this championship game.
Mike 29, better bring it. You better bring it. Let me know right now. You better.
Black shot.
29 is Mike. Mike 29. Come on. 29.
Ready, go.
They'll look to throw now on first down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. They'll send a receiver in motion left.
Check 99. Shit.
So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15.
29 is Mike 29.
Red, cycle.
Set a tone.
Ready.
They'll set up to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
The offense on third down tonight, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 15. Back to throw here. Forced out to his left. Open man has got one. It's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw again. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them to completion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Check it out, read. Shift. Switch. Check 3. Big gap.
Strike.
Check nickel.
Up the middle, here's Walker. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Just rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Come on, set. Block 40.
56. Get him. Get him. Get him. Mike 56. Mike 56.
Smash. Red.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Mike 56. Mike 56.
Green jacket.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. 56 the Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. A 4th down, they felt compelled to go for it, and he throws the INT.
Yeah, he knows that you can't take a sack there, so he had to try and force one in. Now, this might not be a throw he makes if we're in the 2nd quarter, but he had to take the chance there, and this one wound up being intercepted.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. 124 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, 1st round went to the offense, 2nd round the defense. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to make it a 2-score game. The kick by Bass is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that, with a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the fourth quarter. This possession, gigantic. And he's got room. There he goes, right side. The 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Kenneth Walker, 75 yards. And the Bucs have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And able to get this out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the pressure mounting with every passing minute. It's palpable right now. They're on top in the fourth quarter, clinging to that lead. A potential Super Bowl berth resting on their ability to manage the clock and manage that small lead. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Herbert. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Aaron Donald in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Herbert now. He's going to float this one deep right side. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off, and the Buccaneers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Oh my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I've just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. 145 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
52 blaster.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They run again with Walker. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Watch twins. Watch twins. Check 26. Check 26. Check.
Striker. 3-3.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he'll take this one down to the 36.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
If they get nothing else here on 3rd down, it'd be a 53-yard attempt from this spot.
Red, yellow.
He's back to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Let's go. 53.
56. Bang it. Bang it.
Drill green.
56. You're not running. You're not running.
Ready.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that may do it for this NFC title game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The Eagles in the victory formation as they take a knee. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. They will take a knee here and cue the celebrations. They are off to the Super Bowl. The Eagles are going to the Super Bowl as we sign off here and say goodnight, everybody. And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaunt.